to bring us the play-by-play action, my good friend David Frost.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Alex Martinez will kick it off for Franklin County. Back deep for Hab is Pickett and Donnie Curry. Franklin in the white and green, Habersham in the navy and white. And Martinez gets about a 12-yard drop. Hadn't seen one of those lately.
Strong leg watching him in warm-ups, David.
And there's the kick. It's going to be returnable. Pickett will get it at the 5. Pickett to 10. Pickett to the 15, 20, 25. Across the 25, 26, maybe the 27-yard line. So Habersham Central will start 1st and 10 with their offense led by quarterback Trey Luttrell. Franklin County on the defensive line, they'll start Ledbetter, Weaver, Ginn, and Burbage. Linebackers are Berger, Carey, McGarity, and Johnson. Only got 3 safeties or 3 defensive backs, Chris.
Well, I'm sure we'll test them pretty quickly, in my opinion, David. But I look, see Habersham try to get this offensive attack on the ground started a little bit quicker and a little bit sooner than we did last Friday night.
Got a tight end right, that is Sutton Dover. Got a tight end left, I believe that's Peyton Llewellyn. 2 tights, we start the ball game. Play action, we want to throw, looking, Luttrell steps up, going to throw long, looking for Curry, and it's going to be caught. Amazing catch by Donnie Curry around the 26-yard line. How about that catch to start the ball game? He went up in double coverage, Chris, and made a spectacular catch.
A great catch, a little play fake, play action. Lowry sold it well, but it was just a straight go for Donnie Curry, and he got behind the DB, but had help with the free safety. But perfect throw by Trey. He had plenty of time just to step up in the pocket, and he just unleashed one in a perfect spot. And Donnie goes up and makes another great catch. We've seen him do that quite often here early in the season.
They spotted at the 27-yard line. That was a 46-yard pass play. We're now scrimmaging 1st and 10 from Franklin's 27. And we're going to run the option, and Luttrell's going to keep it. Slides, slips a little bit. Might have got a yard out of it. That'll be it. Tackle was made by Chase McGarity, the senior linebacker.
Yeah, and that 2-back set with Lowry and Cloitre. He kept it, was going to cut it up inside and try to pick up something, and left foot just spun out from under him.
Got trips left. You got Pickett, Westbrook, and Wilson over there on the right. It's Curry. We want to throw coming to the near side, looking for a little screen. Got it to Pickett. Pickett had made a nice move to the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 13 or 14. Nice block that time to springing by Taryn Westbrook.
Well, Josh Pickett, I mean, I think you're going to find this kid's going to start to see more touches on the offensive end for Habersham. He's explosive when he gets the ball in his hand.
12 yards and a 1st down for Habersham. And we're going to give the ball off to Lowry. Lowry over there, left tackle, gets down to about the 6-yard line. Tracy Lowry, our senior running back, down to about the 6-yard line. Tackle was made, let's see, by Chase McGarity. Also on that defensive line, Cayman Weaver. So 2nd down, about 2 for a 1st, about 6 for a touchdown. We're in a shotgun. Trey Luttrell puts Pickett in motion. And we pitch it to Pickett. He's going to have a touchdown as he cuts across the outside and gets in easily for a touchdown. You could see that one all the way up from here that he's going to score.
Yeah, just got him in motion, just a little tall sweep to him as he ran right in front of Trey. And easy score for Josh Pickett there as Habersham goes quickly down the field, guys, to score first.
And that was a 6-yard run for Joshua Pickett, who gets the first touchdown here in the ball game. On for the extra point is Sutton Dover.
Yeah, Dover's doing the kicking tonight. I think
Escamilla
might have had a practice issue one day this week.
There's the kick up, and good for the sophomore. Timeout on the field. Habersham up 7-0, Chris.
5 plays, 73-yard drive. It was started on the very first play of scrimmage, and that was Trey Luttrell to Donnie Curry, 46-yarder down the right sideline, and then Habersham 4 plays later gets it in the end zone. Mark, that was pretty quick work for Habersham there to get on the board.
Yeah, that was a great catch by Donnie to set that drive up, and what a throw by Trey. He threw that thing 50 yards on a spiral, and it didn't balloon. He threw a line drive to him. So that was a great play. And then on the touchdown, good job blocking out there by Luke Wilson and Donovan Curry to seal that edge. I mean, that was pretty easy for Josh. You could see it coming, but the reason those 2 guys blocked good on the perimeter. So that's good news that these guys are blocking for each other, and that's just a much, much better start than we had last week.
Hey, Chris, they got their 3 running backs back to receive the kick. C.J. Hall, Cale Swift, and Wells. 3 good backs. Here's a kickoff by Dover. It's going to be long down to about the 10-yard line, picked up there by Cale Swift. Swift right up the gut. He's at the 30 and knocked down there by the kicker, Sutton Dover, around the 35-yard line. So Dover made the tackle. Also there was Jess Wilbanks for Habersham Central. So Wilbanks got in on the tackle as well, along with Sutton Dover. But a nice return that time by Cale Swift.
Yeah, I'm going to say, David Dover, not your typical kicker, guy that's going to hang back. He's going to run down there with his body and his size. He got right in the middle of it and made a tackle. Shows pretty good leg, too. Kick that down to the 10. He'll do all their kicking duties tonight, kicking and punting.
Quarterback's Everett Haselden. He'll be under center. Got 2 slots. His fullback about a step behind him. That's Cale Swift. And they give it off to the running back, Wells, to the left side. Not much at all. He's running east and west, and Habersham hemmed him up around the 36-yard line. Tackle was made by Daniel Makovic. Also coming up from his free safety was Trey Luttrell. 2nd down and 9. They'll give him a yard. 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Habersham on top early, 7-0. A great crowd on hand for tonight's ball game.
Well, if you're in Franklin County last year, Wells was the kid that played quarterback in that option offense, and he gave us fits with his athletic ability this year playing in that slot position in that wing T offense.
Haselden's your quarterback. He's a sophomore under center. Gives it a fullback. Not much at all as he tries to drive those legs for some yardage. Got about, I'd say 2 maybe. Tackle was made by Ethan Tomlin. It's going to be 3rd and long, Chris. 3rd and about 7 maybe.
Well, obviously a down and distance the Raider defense wants to force Franklin County into. We'll find out if Haselden will put it up in the air here on 3rd and 7. Watching him in warmups, David, nice arm, throws a good ball. But in an offense that doesn't, predicate itself to being one that's going to throw it a whole lot.
The tight end went out of the ball game, Ledbetter. They'll send right to the right side, Josh Beasley. He's by himself, got a slot right, got a split left. Actually got 2 slot backs in there, obviously. 4 front for the Raiders. Habersham showing blitz and got a flag. Either a timeout or delay a game. Delay a game. We're going to push him back, Chris.
Yeah, that'll hurt big time. Just a little too slow getting all that to develop, and 3rd and 7, and their coach is telling them, hey, we got a 25-second clock down there in that end zone. Pay attention to it, as he was pointing down there to it, back it up big 3rd and 12.
Haselden over there with Coach Paul Sutherland in his first year. Spent a lot of years over in South Carolina. Talking to him early in the week. Really nice guy. Always appreciate the opponent coaches being courteous to the radio guys.
That's awfully nice when they're that way.
3rd down and 12. And they had a slot back going motion, and that sort of got us to jump, and so we give them that 5 yards back, Chris.
Yeah, just give you 5, and we'll take it right back from you. And Habersham now with that 3rd and 7 again for Franklin County. They might have had somebody flinch over there.
Yeah, it was lineman.
That tackle position, but we jumped in there behind him as we jumped off sides, though.
So we're back to 3rd and 7. Franklin at their own 38-yard line, working left to right toward the softball field. Haselden, long count. Going to put a man in motion. The hands of that back in motion. That's C.J. Hall. Hall's going to get that 1st down in about 4 more yards. Just a sweep on that left side, Chris. C.J. Hall, the junior, got the 1st down, but tackle was made by Trey Luttrell.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Hall a bunch, I would imagine. He's got to be their best go-to guy. Got a good block over there on the corner from their wide out, helped him seal the edge and pick up the 1st down.
Hustling out of the game is Tanner Wade. I think Pierce Vickery may have come in to replace him. Or is that Ethan Tomlin and Ikabuchi on that defensive line. 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage from the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. Going to hand it off there to Wells, and Wells around that left side. Not much at all. Maybe a half yard, that's it, as he tried to sweep it left side. Josh Pickett on the tackle. Greg Williams coming back into the game along with Andrew Bauer. Out comes Tomlin and Ikabuchi.
Good tackle by Josh. And I tell you guys, to me, just looking at him last Friday night down on the field, or maybe I noticed it at Madison the first time, he is You know, he was just a baby last year playing as a 9th grader. He's put on some muscle, and he's starting to grow into that body he is. He really looks different.
2nd down 9, and there, Franklin County jumped again over there next to Greg Wiley. I think I said Greg Williams a moment ago. It's Greg Wiley, obviously. So back them up 5 yards. 2nd down and 14 now. Coming back into the ball game is Jackson Kalatra. Out goes Trey Luttrell. Those guys sort of rotate a good bit.
Well, it's nice to be able to rotate a lot of guys, especially in that position in the secondary. That means they're athletic enough and feel good enough about just rolling a bunch of guys in back there.
2nd down, 2nd 14. They're back to their own 45-yard line. They're in a white. We're in the navy. Long count. Puts man in motion. Going to get off to the fullback. Nothing. Well, he drove for about 4 yards maybe, Chris. He got back to the original line of scrimmage. That was Cale Swift. Tackle made by Jess Wilbanks along with Greg Wiley.
Just hit you with that dive play with your fullback, who literally is maybe a yard behind the quarterback in the backfield. So he has no time to really pick up a head of steam before he gets the handoff. He's on the line at the line of scrimmage as soon as he gets the handoff.
Yeah, he's in his back pocket literally. 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 10 from the 49. And they want to throw. And
they moved again. That slot back moved over there on the left.
Hazelden was about to roll right when they blew it dead. That was going to be the first pass of the game for the Lions.
3rd and 15. You can see him flinch just a little bit. You wonder if the week off, it's only their 3rd game and a new offense and on the road. That's about 3 offside penalties for them here early on.
6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They got the ball, Chris, at 10:23 to go in the quarter. So this is what they want to do. They want to just keep it and drive it and chew up clock.
Yeah, they don't want to give it back to this Raider offense. So anything they can do to take time off the clock is a win for them.
3rd down, about 15. They got a man in motion. They want to throw. Looking, going to come to the near side, and it's going to be incomplete, overthrown. Pass intended for Wells. Coverage by Taryn Westbrook. 4th down, a punting situation.
Well, the thing that makes it awfully difficult for him there, and Mark, you can attest to it, only 2 guys in the pass route. That makes it easier for Habersham to pick up the coverage.
Yeah, they're trying to still misdirect off play fakes, so that limits the number of receivers they can send out because the fullback's faking and one of the halfbacks are faking, so they only usually have 2, no more than 2 in the route, and that's pretty easy to defend.
Swift's going to kick the ball away, has it, high snap. Oh, they're going to fake it. And now he's in trouble, and he's going to slip down. Habersham looked like all 11 were going to retreat. Swift thought about faking it, started running, and then slipped, Chris. And Habersham, we had about, 6 maybe? They did stay at home.
Well, we had 4 that just stayed at the line of scrimmage,
yeah.
David. They looked as if they were all going back into punt return, but they stayed. And after he had already committed to running, he was really in no man's land and slipped. There's a flag back on the play at the 40, but we picked it up.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning. Okay, thank you, Mark. So Habersham with great field position at the 41-yard line of Franklin County.
Yeah, you're right. Great field position. Pierce Vickery's the first man out there for us on that offensive line. So we're in a shotgun. Jackson Kalatra's your running back. We got four wide outs, 3 on the near side. Going to run a pass to Josh Pickett. I think somebody was supposed to maybe get a block there, but Pickett sort of got caught and then got hammered there by Swift.
Yeah, we missed a block on the screen. They'll come right back to that play maybe here in a second because we showed screen over here. The free safety came up. Taryn Westbrook ran right by him down the middle of the field on the hash mark with nobody near him. And let's see if we didn't see that from up here at the coach's box.
They got 3 yards on that pass play. We're going to go on the ground with Jackson Kalatra. Kalatra tries to stiff arm somebody, gets away from him. He's at the 30, inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. Nice run that time by Jackson Kalatra, the young sophomore. Tackle was made by the linebacker, Chase McGarity, the senior. Nice run.
Westbrook, really good run. Got to the edge and shows that speed of his to get to the corner and turn it upfield. Let's look here and see if we don't come back to that screen play and let Taryn run that release pattern right down the seam.
That was a 10-yard run for the sophomore running back. He's still in the game. Trips left, got a split right, want to throw. Got time. Going to go over the middle. Got a man looking for Wilson and incomplete. Looked like Wilson had a step on his man, but it was a little overthrown and not really catchable.
Yeah, we didn't come back and run the screen, though. I thought they might run the screen, fake the screen to Pickett, and see if that free safety would bite on it again and give an open, easy throw to Taryn. But pretty good coverage that time. It'll take a really good throw to drop that one in there to Wilson.
So we got second down and 10 now. We're at Franklin's 28-yard line. Habersham up the line.
You can tell they're a lot smaller up front, David. They're playing that three-man front and three linebackers. Those three guys on the line for Franklin County giving up some size to Habersham.
Yeah, Habersham really rotates in a lot of people. The only guy that really doesn't rotate much, or if he rotates at all, that's Josh Wade, the center.
No, he just stays put pretty much, doesn't he?
And, we fumbled the ball's on the ground, but I think Trey Luttrell got back on it. Looked like it may have been a tough exchange between the running back and the quarterback, but Luttrell was able to jump on and get it back for us. So
that was a read. I think Cleatre wanted to keep it. Trey was trying to pull it, and it ended up on the ground as a result, but Trey was able to jump right back on it. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for Habersham. So great field position. Hasn't really turned into much for Habersham.
We got Curry out there on the right. Wilson, Westbrook, and Pickett on the near side. Going to run that screen. Got it to Pickett. Pickett 30. 25 still on his feet to about the 22-yard line. Going to be 4th down now, Chris.
Well,
tackle made by, let's see, that was Wells.
Yeah, I thought there was a flag where somebody blew a whistle and stopped. Now it's going to bring up 4th and 5. Habersham's going to go for it.
Why not?
No reason not to. At the 27-yard line, so you got the whole playbook in front of you here if you're Habersham.
We got trips right. Westbrook, Wilson, and Curry. Over here by himself is Pickett. We're in a shotgun. Luttrell's got it, looks right now, goes right. Oh, got it to Curry, but in and out of his hands, and Habersham turns it over on downs.
Boy, you won't see Donnie miss many of those. That was a delayed kind of a crossing pattern underneath, and he was wide open, and boy, Donnie's kicking himself on that one, Mark, because he might score there if he catches it.
You're right. Trey did a good job. He looked over here to his left at Josh, kind of to pull that safety over, and that opened the field wide open to Donovan, and you're right, Chris. He'd like to have that one back. Trey put it right on the numbers. If anything, he might have threw it a little hard, but Donnie will be the first one to tell you he's got to bring that in. But a good off look by our quarterback there to set that up.
All right, so the Lions have got the ball back with 3:28 to go here in the first quarter. Habersham leads 7-0. And Hazelden puts a man in motion, and we got a whistle. Illegal procedure. I've had three or four of those.
That's 4th one. I didn't see who that was. Somebody over there on that far side, though, jumped early.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Ryan Dukes of the Band of Blue. And by the way, it's going to be on Facebook Live. So go to Voice of the Raiders Facebook page and check it out on Facebook.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. You know, we're all about this new technology.
All that technology. It's out there. You better know something about it.
Or you'll get left behind. 1st and 15 now from the 18-yard line. And believe me, I'm left behind, Chris. 1st and 15 for the Lions. They got a man in motion. Hand it to C.J. Hall. And they're going to try to sweep around that left side. And got about 3 of those yards lost from tackle was made by Luke Wilson. Also over there was Tanner Wade. So it's going to be 2nd down about 12. We'll give him maybe 3. 3:04 to go in the quarter. Habersham leads. Habersham up 7-0. We got Bauer in there on that line of scrimmage along with Anthony Ikabuchi, along with Martin and who's that other one over there, Chris? Is it Wade? Yeah, Wade, okay.
Wade.
2nd down, 12. They're at their own 21-yard line. Hazelden tosses it actually to Wells. Wells coming around this short side of your left side, and he got to about the 27 or so. So Wells on the carry. Tackle was made by Jess Wilbanks. Wilbanks in on the tackle for at least his second time tonight. Also there was Andrew Bauer.
That time it's a little toss sweep, and the quarterback actually tosses it and then helps lead the running play out front blocking. So a little bit different look there out of the wing T formation for the quarterback leading the way on the toss sweep.
Got a tight end right for them. That is Garner. 2 tights in the ball game, actually. 2 slots. And a little play action. Pressure. And they're going to throw it long and incomplete. A little incidental contact there between Garner, the tight end, and Habersham Central's Jackson Kalatra.
Well, it was a longer throw than they needed for a first down, but it was really the 1 or 2 options, him or the tight end coming underneath, and he just overthrew his receiver up here at the 50-yard line, so they'll turn it over on downs.
Back in to punt the ball away is Swift. They had some trouble snapping the ball in warm-ups, I noticed, but we'll see what happens here. Last time they tried to fake it. Snap is good, and this time Swift gets an end-over-end kick returnable, but the way we call a fair catch, and that was Taryn Westbrook. So we got decent field position right at the 40-yard line, Chris.
Yeah, good field position, good job catching that one for Taryn. Glad to see it not hit the ground. Habersham trying to get something going here on offense. Had a great opportunity there on the fake punt that failed for Franklin County on their last offensive series and couldn't take advantage of the great field position.
1:37 to go here in your first quarter. Habersham on top 7-0. Luttrell's your quarterback. We got Curry and Wilson and Westbrook going to be on that short side of your right side. Habersham on that right hash mark. On the wide side, you got Josh Pickett, double coverage on him. Giving Donnie single coverage over there on that right side. Going to run the ball with Lowry, nothing there. Tracy Lowry got pushed backwards. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. This tackle was made by Jacob Burbage. Also there was Alex Martinez. Second down and 10. No gain on that last play. Quick one over there to Donnie. Got it. Makes a nice move. Got about 9 yards down to about the 48-yard line. Donnie Curry, good yardage after the catch. Tackle was made by Perry Johnson, one of those linebackers. It's going to be third down, Chris, and 2.
Screenplay seems to be something that's going to be there for him tonight. Just a quick throw out to Donnie, good blocking, and boy, he gets up the field in a hurry.
Well, they're off him by about 10 yards.
Yeah, they don't want to get beat deep.
And now a timeout by Habersham. Timeout. Nope. Yeah, timeout by Franklin. Yeah, they pointed the wrong way. Franklin County's got the time. 33 seconds to go in the quarter. Habersham leads 7-0. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
With cable television production studios in Habersham and Towns counties, you're watching Windstream Cable Television Channel 4, home of local origination programming in North Georgia. From weekly church services to sports and community events, we've got you covered. Join us 24/7 for local programming at its best. Windstream Cable Television, it's what people are watching.
Welcome back to Raiders Stadium. 3rd and 2, Habersham at the 47-yard line of Habersham. And Franklin County called a timeout. Mark, I'm not sure if they just didn't like what they had set up here for this third down play.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what that was about. I mean, it's going to be a 3rd and short, so I don't know if the formation threw them off or they didn't have the right personnel, so not real sure. But that, timeouts are valuable even in the first half, so they saw something they didn't like.
Habersham's got 2 tights in the game, Sutton Dover and Lou Allen. We're going to go on the ground with Lowry. Lowry makes a nice move to the outside. He's at the 45, inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Nice run that time. Nice cut there. Back to the inside for Tracy Lowry. Jacob Davis, one of their defensive backs, made the tackle, Chris.
They had a blitzing linebacker shoot right up the gap, and Lowry saw him coming, and he used that speed of his to make him miss there and get to the corner. I think that play was designed to really work up inside. Linebacker forced him to the outside, and he used his speed to get the first down.
20 seconds to go here in the quarter. He got 11 yards officially, gets the call again, goes right side this time, and uses his hand to get a couple of more yards as he was falling down on the ground. Got to the 35-yard line, going to be second short. Perry Johnson was on the tackle for the Lions. 6 seconds to go. That should be it for the first quarter. Time out of the field. We're at the end of one. Habersham leads 7-0. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back here to Raiders Stadium. 2nd and 4. Habersham leads 7-0 as we start your second quarter.
Matt Brown and Rainville are in the ball game, but we give the ball to Jackson Kalatra for a first down run to the 30-yard line. Went from the 35 to the 35 yards, needed 3 for a first. Tackle was made by Perry Johnson along with J.D. Ginn, the sophomore. So first down run for Jackson Kalatra. First and 10, Habersham will scrimmage from the Franklin 30-yard line, moving toward the ladies softball field here. Luttrell, play action, wants to throw, look, steps up, going to go long, looking for Curry. Curry out of bounds. Yes, caught it, but out of bounds.
One heck of an acrobatic catch again. Boy, he can control his body in the air extremely well. Caught that one twisting in the air, but landed well out of bounds. We took a shot there on first down.
Let's see. We need a wide out in the game, don't we? We got 2 over there on the left. That's Pickett and Brown. 2 tights. Running back is Kalatra. Trey Luttrell pulls it and got across the 30 to about the 28-yard line. Had to dodge somebody in the backfield.
Yeah, another blitzing linebacker right up the middle. They're shooting some gaps, and Trey had to dodge and could bring up 3rd and 9.
Jacob Burbage made the tackle for the Lions. They're down to the 29-yard line, as Chris said, 3rd and 9. Jackson Kalatra still your running back. 2 tights for Habersham. Got 2 wideouts on the left. Trey Luttrell's just going to run to the right side. He's at the 20, 15, 10, inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Nice run that time by the quarterback, Trey Luttrell.
Good call. Recognized, hey, if you're going to blitz again, we'll let you take yourself out of the play. We'll just let the running back lead with the block and let Trey run the quarterback sweep like we did at Madison County a few weeks ago. And Habersham knocking on the door at the 8.
Tackle was made by Jacob Davis. Now Habersham 1st and goal. That was a 21-yard run for Trey Luttrell. 1st and goal. They're at their Franklin County 8-yard line. Josh Wade has his hand on the ball. We got Kalatra in the backfield. Got Peyton Llewellyn in motion, give it to Kalatra, and Kalatra sort of slips her at the line of scrimmage, sort of skated in there, and no gain on the play, I'll say, Chris.
Yeah, he wanted to kind of make a cut back to his left, and his right foot just slipped on the turf.
Perry Johnson was there just to kind of jump on him after he slid. So now it's 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line. We got Tracy Lowry back in the ball game. Kalatra gets a break. We got 2 on the right. That's Wilson and Curry, Taryn Westbrook, and Pickett over there on the left side. Got Curry in motion. We give it to Curry. Fumbles the ball, picks it up. Going to try to go to the left side and lost a couple of yards. Fumbled it and just never could get anywhere near the corner to try to turn it in. Chris, Simon Berger made the tackle.
Jet sweep with Donnie that time. Coach Harrison really talking to the official about something. Mark, you on that end of the field, what do you have?
What was that, Chris? I was
going to say, I didn't know if you were on that end of the field. Coach Harrison was talking to the official about something. There a flag on the play?
Nope. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I was talking to Matt Hudlow.
Illegal shift.
Illegal, yep. They're going to decline it. It was on us.
So,
Well, they marked it back out to 8.
yeah,
Be 3rd and 8.
3rd and goal from the 8.
Yeah. Sure don't want to not get points here. Let's see if Habersham. Yeah, they're going to get Franklin to jump off sides to start with.
So
Move
Frank,
it half the distance to the goal.
so move it forward from the 8 to the down to about the 5. What do you got, Mark?
It was considered an incomplete pass, not of lateral or it was it was once he dropped it because he tossed it forward. It was an incomplete pass, not a lateral or not a fumble.
So I thought it might have been a lateral was the problem, I think.
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
Yeah. All right, so now it's 3rd and goal from the 5. Trey Luttrell puts Luke Wilson in motion from right to left. We want to throw, looking, pumps. Now he's in trouble. Going to reverse field. Going to throw it to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Luke Wilson. He was just standing there waiting for Trey Luttrell to find him, but now hold everything. Got a flag on the play, Chris.
Well, had to scramble around, and as a result of that scrambling, trying to buy some more time, one of our linemen going to get caught for holding, but Trey made that one happen. He wanted to go Donnie quick over there in the front of the end zone. They had it covered, and he bought himself some time, rolled back to his left, and found Wilson wide open as a result of the scramble, but the holding is going to negate it.
And it's going to go all the way back to the 22-yard line. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 22.
Well, you almost think it can't hurt you that bad. It gives you a little bit more room to work and help you call some a little bit different play call here as well. So let's see what Habersham can do here.
Wilson and Curry on the near side. Got Westbrook in motion. We want to throw. Has time, steps up, throws toward the end zone. Got a man wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown. Wide open was Taryn Westbrook. Nobody within 10 yards of him. How about that for Habersham Central?
That's exactly what I was just talking about, Mark. It backed us up, opened up the playbook. We brought Westbrook in motion. Really nothing more than not really a wheel route, but just ran up the sideline. They just lost him.
Yeah, he ran a little quick out and up. Everybody else slanted across the middle, and everybody followed the slanters. And Taryn did a little head turn on the out and then turned it up sideline, and nobody was there. Those sometimes are the hardest ones to catch, knowing there's no one around. So he did a good job concentrating and keeping his feet in bound, and a good throw by Trey there. So we needed that after good field position a while ago and not scored. We needed to score that time.
Extra point was up and good by Sutton Dover. Habersham on top 14-0.
Well, they did need to capitalize. They got in the red zone. Didn't want to not get points there. 10-play, 53-yard drive roughly. That might not be exactly right, but either way, it's 7 for Habersham, and Habersham leads 14-0. Right now, Trey Luttrell, 5 of 9, 76 yards and a touchdown. Tracy Lauer, 4 carries, 26 yards. And Josh Pickett, 1 catch for 6 yards, or 1 rush for 6 yards, and he's got the other touchdown. Habersham leads 14-0 with 9:17 to go here in your second quarter.
Sutton Dover's back out there to kick it off. And there's his running start. Low liner. And it's going to roll around. They let it go, and they're going to have to pick it up inside the 10. With it is Swift, and Swift going to get hit around the 16-yard line and stays on his feet. So Swift on the return. Tackle was made by Wright Woodruff and Taryn Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, he made something out of nothing there, because it looked like we were going to tackle him around the 10. I didn't think he'd have a chance to get past the 10, and we missed him for some reason. But they'll still start with really bad field position, Dave.
So 1st and 10. Man, I can't get over how that fullback is that close to the quarterback, Chris.
I mean, he could touch him with his hand.
Yeah, easy.
He's almost touching him with his helmet.
Try to run C.J. Hall around that right side. And nice open field tackle that time by Habersham. That was Daniel Makovic along with Jackson Kalatra.
Well, you could say Madison County lined up in a wing T look, but they spread their splits out a lot more with their linemen. They were in shotgun. This is just true old-fashioned wing T look.
8:40 to go here in your half. Habersham leads 14-0.
And I'll tell you, guys, this will also help Habersham get ready for Stevens County, because with their new coach and offensive scheme, this is a lot of what they do.
2nd down and 7, we'll say. They're working right to left toward the scoreboard, the new scoreboard here at Raider Stadium. And they're going to pitch the ball off to the running back. I believe that was Wells.
A little inside handoff. A little tossed it to him on the inside. Trout coming back from that right wing position.
Tackle made by Cooper Woodruff and Daniel Makovic. 3rd down, Chris. 3rd and about 3. Ball is right on the 25-yard line. Need to get to the 27 for a first. 7:49 to go. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Habersham's got about a 5 front. Jeff Wilbanks is up there pretty close. And they're going to toss it. And they turn the ball inside. He's going to fall forward for a first down. That was Wells on the carry, fell forward for a first down.
Tanner Wade did a good job. Good penetration, got back in the backfield, called Wells to cut it up inside of him, but we didn't have a linebacker there to fill the gap and make the tackle, and Wells picked up the first down.
Trey Luttrell comes in, out goes Jackson Kalatra. 1st and 10 after that run there by Wells. Needed 3, got 4. Line of scrimmage is the 29-yard line. Hazelton under center. Long count, 2 guys in motion. They got a flag. Going to be a legal procedure, Chris, on them. They had 2 guys in motion at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's 6 illegal procedure penalties on them here in the first half.
7:02 to go. Clock is stopped. 14-0. Again, going to talk to Ryan Dukes at the half. Check us out on Facebook, Voice of the Raiders. Tell your friends and neighbors. 1st and 15 now, Chris.
7:02 to go. If you just joined us, Habersham leads 14-0. Scored on the first drive of the ball game and scored on the 3rd offensive possession.
Now, right now, Franklin's got the ball. They got a 1st and 15. They're taking their time, down to 14 seconds on the play clock. Hazelton under center. 2 slots, 2 tights, no wideouts. Got a man in motion. And I'm going to hand it off to the fullback. And, man, he got hammered.
Boy.
Kale Swift on the carry.
Makovic.
Is that Makovic?
Yeah, Makovic.
He hammered him.
He filled the gap and hit him hard up top.
Andrew Bauer was there as well, Chris.
Not had any luck with that dive play to the fullback up the middle. Yeah, that Franklin County has. And I guess if you can have success running that play in this offense, it certainly could open up things for you in the jet sweep portion of this offense.
2nd down. 2nd about 13. And a man in motion, they handed to him. That was C.J. Hall. Nothing there. We pushed him back and had Trey Luttrell in there trying to strip the ball. Now we got a late flag.
Oh, that's a tough luck play right there. Mark, you can see it good. They're going to call late hit, but he was still trying to pull away. I think the refs thought it was down, but he was pulling away, and Makovic, I think, came in and just finished him off. Tough break.
Yeah, Coach Harrison's out on the field arguing that same point. He was still fighting for yards and still in motion, but evidently a whistle had blown. But when you're playing out there full speed, it's hard to hear that whistle when he's still driving and trying to get yards, and he was still moving laterally. He was not going backwards, so not sure that was the right call, but they're saying he hit him after the whistle, and that's why they gave him the 15-yarder.
All right. Injury timeout, too. Let's take a break. Injury timeout, 5:45 to go here in the half. Habersham leads 14-0. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
With cable television production studios in Habersham and Towns counties, you're watching Windstream Cable Television Channel 4, home of local origination programming in North Georgia. From weekly church services to sports and community events, we've got you covered. Join us 24/7 for local programming at its best. Windstream Cable Television. It's what people are watching.
Back here at Raider Stadium, Chris Black with you. The late hit personal foul penalty on the Habersham.
And now after they mark it off, they're trying to see if they got a first down.
It looks like it's going to be from here, and it will be. Moves it up to the 39-yard line and move the chains on and give them a first down. Tough break for Makovic. I mean, he's committed to bringing Wells down, who had kind of broken away from the pile. Wasn't like he came in on top of a pile to hit him. Wells was kind of out by himself. And he just kind of finished him off. They're saying it's right after the whistle.
Look at Makovic's helmet. It looks like he's got half his paint off.
The paint has chipped off on him.
So I'm not just seeing things.
No, there's several like that. Flowery Branch 3, Winder Barrow nothing. Just quickly while we got a second to give you a score or two.
First down and 10. Habersham again with a 5 front. Jess Wilbanks up close. And they're going to try to run the ball, and he slips. And right there to bring him down was Tanner Wade. Wells got his number called with the carry. He almost did a split, and then Wade was there to hammer him.
Just that inside dive, and a lot of folks are slipping, that's for sure. Not sure why. I mean, it's humid, but
Rodney won't know if they had the sprinklers on today.
Well, you know what? They do have to kind of keep this thing wet at times because it hadn't rained here in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did today or not, but a lot of guys are losing their traction as they're trying to make some quick cuts.
Second down and 8 from the 41-yard line. This will be the 7th play of the drive. And the hand to the fullback, and nothing, got a flag. Might be another illegal procedure, but on the carry was Kale Swift. He had nowhere to go. Makovic and Bauer on the tackle. Illegal shift on Franklin, Chris.
Yeah.
He started forward before the.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, kind of like the old Arena Football League.
Arena and Canadian Football
That
League.
too, yeah.
I mean, he was moving forward as it was being snapped. We'll decline that.
I think Franklin County's doing one thing, probably one of their goals offensively was to keep the ball.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job keeping it away from us. Because if we execute, we've got guys that can make it difficult on them in space with our offense, and they're trying to do their best to just keep possession of the ball and grind out some long drives.
Third down. Third and about 6, we'll say. And now we got a timeout called by Franklin. Timeout, 4:11 to go. Franklin's going to try to get some things straight. Habersham leads 14-0. When we come back, we'll have the third down.
Welcome back here at Raider Stadium. 4:11 to go in your second quarter, 14-0. Habersham has the lead. We declined their last illegal procedure penalty to bring up a 3rd and 6, maybe a short 7.
Computer's got him at 7.
Union County 21, Fannin 0. Stevens County 7, Rabun nothing. We have that as a second quarter score.
Franklin over the line, 3rd down 6. Now they change it. And they're going to hand the ball off there to Wells, and nothing there as Michael Martin just wrapped him up. And now we got a timeout by Habersham. We're going to try to stop the clock to get the ball back.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4th down. Timeout on the field, 4:01 to play. Habersham leads 14-0. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Chris Black with you, David Foster, and Mark Osborne down on the field as usual, and Rodney Long spotting for us. Kevin Clayton, Foster on the stats, and Habersham with a 14-0 lead, 4:01 to go in your second quarter. And Franklin County will punt it away to the Raiders.
Swift is in there to punt it away. We got Westbrook and Curry back. Snap is there, kick is away, high but short, and we're gonna let it hit. And gets a good Lion bounce down to around the 20-yard line. So got a pretty decent bounce. And Habersham starts from their own 20-yard line. We got 3:53 to go, Chris. Got, I would say, plenty of time.
Plenty of time, but you know, if you're Franklin County, you know that was successful. You, with the aid of the late hit personal foul call, it certainly helped them. But they were able to take some time off the clock, punt it away with a good punt, and now Habersham's got to go 80 yards.
All right, 1st and 10. Trey Luttrell. Going to be in a shotgun. Jackson Colotras is back. Pickett's in there on the left. Wilson, Westbrook, and Curry all over here on the right, or the long side, wide side. Little screen over here, short and incomplete. Looking for Curry. It was short, and 2nd down and 10 now.
Yeah, well, we had Wilson and Taryn going to block, lead the way, and Trey just short-armed that one a little bit. Donnie had no chance of catching it. That was going to result in a nice gain for Habersham.
2nd down 10. Same formation, same personnel. And we're going to run it this time. And Jackson Colotras going to turn it up. He's at the 25, 30, 35, and to the 39-yard line. Nice run that time by Jackson Colotras.
Yeah, did a good job of letting it develop. Hesitated just a little bit to get a block and then cut it upfield and picked up a nice gain all the way up to the 39. Good running there by Colotras.
Allen made the tackle. $19-yard run. Want to throw, going to go long, looking for Wilson, and incomplete. Nice covers that time. Pass intended for Luke Wilson, and on the coverage was Jacob Davis with that pass breakup.
Well, good job by Davis. He was playing free safety and just was looking at the quarterback, and he saw Wilson just slip off the line there, run a little go route, and he came over the top and almost picked it off.
Got 2 on each side now. Pickett and Westbrook over there on the left. Wilson and Matt Brown over here on the right. 2nd down 10. We're scrimmaging from our own 39-yard line as we stand up and look back toward the bench. Trey Luttrell's got it, coming over the near side, going to be caught by Luke Wilson and thrown out of bounds around the 42-yard line. Going to be 3rd down. Bryce Carey made the tackle.
I guess they say he tackled him in bounds, even though he drove him out of bounds, so it does not stop the clock.
3rd down 7. Got 3 yards on that last pass play. 3:08 to go here in the half. Habersham leads by 2 scores. Trey Luttrell wants to throw, looks, steps up, looks, and now he's going to run. And he's going to get to midfield to the 45, looking for a block, got it, 40, 35, flags out there, it's coming back, something's coming back.
Well, he really wanted to go for the home run ball there, Mark, and just didn't feel good about it, tucked it and ran and made something really good out of it, but it's going to come back. Some of it will anyway.
Flags at the 40, Chris.
Yeah, by one of those receivers just trying to spring him. They'll call him for a block in the back at the 40.
So
probably be a little bit short, still be short of the 1st down.
Well, I don't know. Is it? No, he spotted at the 49
no,
over Franklin. Yeah,
for 1st down.
So we got the 1st down.
I thought it was going to be a yard short of the 1st down. Ended up being a yard ahead of it, so we moved the chains. 2:52 to go with a 14-0 lead.
And we're going to stay on the ground with our running back, Colotras. Oh, looks like they got him by the face mask. There's a late flag. From wow, look where they had to throw a flag from, Chris.
5, 10, 25 yards away in front of the Raider bench, and the head official, even if he wasn't sure, Mark, that he grabbed his face mask, it was so obvious by the way his head got jerked around that he had to have grabbed the face mask.
Yeah, it was right in front of the referee, and he didn't call it. Even the sideline judge right in front of the play, in front of our bench, didn't call it. And Coach Harrison really could have got a sideline penalty because he was out the numbers. Won't know why they didn't call it. It took the back judge 25 yards down the field to throw that flag in. Not sure how the two guys right in front of it missed it, but thank goodness the guy way down there 25 yards saw it, and Coach Harrison didn't get a penalty for being at the numbers.
Well, Cleopatra's head just got turned backwards.
1st and 10 after the penalty. We're inside the 40 at the 38-yard line. Trey Luttrell wants to throw, steps up, looks, going to go over there to the far side to Luke Wilson. Caught it at the 30. He's at the 25 and slung out of bounds around the 24-yard line.
Well, he came back to that one. He still wanted to go down the field to Donnie or Taryn, and nobody picked up Wilson over there in the left flats. And he just had to wait on it to get to him. He was so wide open. And,
Jacob Davis brought him down, Chris.
Yeah, we'll move the chains again.
That was a what? Let's see. They put it down at the 24. That was about a 15-yard pickup. 1st and 10. 2:28 to go here in the half. Habersham 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Quick screen over there to Pickett. Pickett looking for a block. Got it. 20, 15, 10. Oh, fumbles it. It's on the ground, and Franklin may have got it back. They did. So we lost it. Pickett had it getting inside the 5 or inside the 10, and he lost that handle on it, got stripped away, recovered by Josh Beasley.
Yeah, they made a really good move, and he shows his explosiveness and just trying to make a play. Didn't really tuck that one away very well. You could see it away from his body just a little bit, and somebody knocked it away from him, and Franklin County will dodge a bullet there. It looks like Habersham was going to go in for another score.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 now for the Lions around the 8-yard line.
Habersham with one timeout left, so might be able to use the clock to get the ball back. Kind of doubt it, though.
2:21 to go in the half. Hazelton going to hand the ball off there, and not much as they're trying to sweep it on. They fumble it. It's on the ground, and Habersham says they got the ball back, and Luke Wilson's got it. Wow. Luke Wilson recovered the ball. Who was on the carry? Was it Wells? Wells on the carry. Fumble recovered by Luke Wilson. Not sure who stripped it.
Go down to Mark. He's right there in front of it.
Yeah, Luke stripped it. And recovered it. Just a good play. As soon as he stripped it out, he jumped right on it. So he calls the fumble and recovered it. So good heads-up play by Luke Wilson. Let's see if we can capitalize on it.
That's how you get the ball back.
Yeah, good heads-up play, as Mark said, by Wilson. Just knock it away and then get right back on it.
Pretty much where we were, Chris, at the 8.
It really is. I mean, right where he fumbled it. We got Lowry in the backfield this set of downs.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Luttrell gives it off to Lowry. Lowry's got some room. He's at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tracy Lowry from 8 yards out. Habersham's on the board again for the 3rd time here in the game.
Well, he got to the 3 and would just going straight down the hill, and they didn't even bring him to the ground as he just ran through some tacklers there to go in standing up. Mark, what do you got?
I just want to brag on the offensive line right there. They're doing a great job, not only on the run blocking like you just saw there, but on pass protection. Offensive line is doing their job up front.
And Sutton Dover on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. 2:09 to go. Habersham leads 21-0.
Well, after the turnover, Luke Wilson stripped it, got on top of it, gave it back to his offense at the 8. Tracy Lowry gets in the end zone from the 8 on one carry, and Habersham leads 21-0. Shortest scoring drive of the year. One play, 5 seconds.
Well, we're only in the 4th game.
Yeah, that's true. 2:09 to go here in your 3rd quarter. Habersham with a 21-0 lead.
Habersham's kickoff team out there. Sutton Dover's done a nice job kicking tonight.
He's got a strong leg.
Yeah, he does.
Ball comes off his foot with a lot of power, and he stuck that extra point up through there easily.
Think he's got a square-toed shoe on?
No, he does not.
When was the last time you saw one of those?
David, this year.
Really?
I had a call from a team wanting a square-toe kicking shoe.
Do they even make them?
Yeah, could still sell him one.
Wow. Dover going to kick it off high and long, pushes them back to the 5-yard line. That's Wells to the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Nice return that time by Wells.
And to tell you how old I am, to tell you how old we are, one of our sales reps, we're in a little group messaging about it. I mentioned something about it, and he seriously asked, "Are those legal?" Never seen one in his life, I'm sure.
Jess Wilbanks hustles in. Late addition to the defense here with 2:02 to go. 21-0. So you got Tanner Wade in there, Ikabuchi, Bauer, Michael Martin, Woodruff, Makovic, Wilson, Luttrell, Pickett. Franklin's got the ball 1st and 10. Habersham leads 21-0. Going to hand to their fullback, Cale Swift, just right up the gut. 4 yards. Tackle was made by Tanner Wade. He came crashing down the line of scrimmage to help out. How about that score, Chris?
Yeah, Hart County 7, Madison nothing. Kind of surprised Hart County keeping Madison offense out of the end zone. That's just a first quarter score. That's obviously probably not that current, but no score on my out from the Pickens-White County game. I understand today and talking to a coach that Pickens pretty good football team.
90 seconds to go here in the first half. Talk to Ryan Dukes here at halftime. Check it out on Facebook Live, Voice of the Raiders. They're going to try to stay on the ground. Wells is running it. Wells, got brought down from behind. If Luke Wilson doesn't make it, he's going to turn up the field for probably 10 more yards, but nice tackle that time by our strong safety, the senior Luke Wilson. Got a first down, though. They moved the chains. Got across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Wells certainly a good runner and has really good speed.
21-0. Hazelton's your quarterback, but Wells was the quarterback last year, Chris.
Yeah, he
gave us fits
for that option.
5 front for the Raiders. And they hand the ball off to the fullback, and hitting him first was Andrew Bauer. Cale Swift on the carry, Bauer on the tackle. 50 seconds to go here. Is Franklin going to try to make a throw down the field? Coming into the ball game is, let's see.
Expect they'll run this thing and maybe not snap it till there's about 3 seconds on that 25-second play call.
I thought they were going to bring in a wide out, but they didn't. They got 2 tights, 2 slots, a fullback and a quarterback. 2nd down 8. 23 seconds to go. They're going to stay on the ground, and Wells is going to kind of slip. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That'll do it.
Ikabuchi, Tanner Wade, both there.
10 seconds, so Habersham will take this one into the halftime, David, up 21-0.
21-0, as Chris said. We're at the half. Stay tuned. The halftime show coming up next. Band of Blue director Ryan Dukes will talk about the 2018 Band of Blue as well as listen to their performance here at the halftime. So stay tuned. Halftime show coming up. Habersham leads 21-0. Commercial break. We'll be right back. And welcome back here to Raiders Stadium. John Larry Blackfield, the Franklin County Band performing. But with us up top here in the booth is a band director for the Habersham Central Band of Blue, and that is Ryan Dukes. And I tell you what, first time ever we've done a halftime interview on Facebook Live.
I know. It's pretty impressive. Technology come a long way.
You got that, and thanks to my wife, Leslie, for making all this happen. She's doing a great job with our Facebook page. Hey, how's things going for the Band of Blue?
It's good. We're chugging along, doing really well. Things are great.
How's the numbers looking this year?
We're down a little bit, about 122, I think. Only because of schedule stuff and things like that. We got about 170 kids that participate in the band program all year long. It's just because of schedules and stuff like that, it's hard to devote as much time as it takes to do what we do this time of year.
Yeah. How's the middle school programs? You got a lot of people coming up in the feeder programs?
We do. We've got, tonight actually, we have several of the 8th graders from the 3 middle schools that are here representing their schools. We're going to do a big Fine Arts Night October 19th, where we'll do a big halftime performance. It's going to be middle school bands, high school bands, middle school chorus, high school chorus, and I believe 8 elementary school choruses.
Wow.
They're going to do some. The band's going to play and the choirs are going to sing. It's going to be pretty awesome.
That sounds great. How about any competitions coming up for the guys?
The first one is coming up the end of this month, September 28th, I believe, going to Creekview. So that's one we're looking forward to. And then the next two are the last 2 weeks in October. So we have some time between that one and the other ones.
Well, are you able to host anything here at Habersham Central?
We're not hosting it this year, just because of the way things fell schedule-wise. It just didn't work out. So the one we were going to host last year got rained out.
Wow.
And so we're just taking a year off from hosting and just going to go do some things.
Great.
Mainly because we're leaving the last week, that Friday of Thanksgiving, and the band's going to Hollywood, California. We're playing for the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Wow. Now, it wasn't too long ago. Didn't you go somewhere was it the Rose Bowl?
We went to the Gator Bowl.
Gator Bowl, okay.
The Tax Slayer now, I guess what they call it. That was 2 years ago, so yeah.
Wow, that's great. You're taking these kids
awesome.
places.
It's incredible. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
When you take on something like that, you not only have to take the entire band, but how many parents and school administration folks have to go?
Oh, there's a lot. We've got probably 7 or 8 other teachers, on top of about 15 or 20 parents. So it's a pretty big undertaking. About 115 people going total.
But well worth it.
Oh, it's going to be incredible.
Is there anything else going on with the band right now besides marching band?
We'll be working on concert literature in class, getting ready for those kind of things. Getting ready to do our big fundraiser. Next weekend is our mattress sale, doing our big mattress
Talk
sale
about
that we do. It's a really neat event. They set up about 30 mattresses in our practice gym behind the main gym over there at Central. And you can come in, you try them out. The prices are incredible. And my wife and I bought one last year, year before last, and it's absolutely awesome. It's just great.
And you do it here at the gym?
We do it, yeah. They said it's wild. You walk in, it's like a showroom. It's pretty impressive.
Could I come and take a nap?
Absolutely, please do. I do. I mean, they've got like the sleep number type beds and the iComfort type stuff. It's pretty impressive.
Anything from that pillow guy up in Minnesota?
No, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be neat.
Ryan Dukes, our halftime guest, and let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to hopefully have the halftime show and let him do a play-by-play and talk about this year's show for the Band of Blue. Commercial break. Habersham Central up 21-0 worth the half. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, back here at Raiders Stadium, David Foster, Ryan Dukes. Habersham leads 21-0 at the half. All right, take it over, talk about this year's show and what the folks are about to see here on Cable Channel 4 with Windstream and on Facebook. Well, I'm not sure the Facebook Live people will be able to watch. We're looking at us.
Well, I know. They'd be better looking at them. Well, for
we'll
me
do that.
Anyway. There we go. Well, our show this year is called If You Believe. It pretty much takes us on an adventure. We have several characters in our color guard this year. We have Peter Pan, we have Wendy Darling, we have Peter Pan's Shadow, we have Tinkerbell, and we have a series of Lost Boys, even though they're girls. And it's basically music from the musical Finding Neverland is the musical, and then Ruth B., she's a popular artist. She did a song called Lost Boys, actually. And so that's what this is all about.
All right, good. So, Clayton, if you'll turn us up, please, here, and let's listen to this number here for the Habersham Central Band of Blue. solos. Who is that?
That's Riley Fowler.
Hey, real quick, if you're listening at home, you can tune us in on Facebook Live, Voice of the Raiders, and watch this show live. What's next?
That was the opener. This is now the Lost Boys theme from Ruth B.
Who are some of the ladies that are doing the performing there? Can you mention some names?
Peter Pan, that's Cecilia. That's my daughter.
Okay,
She's
great.
a junior out there. And then we have Rachel Jenkins is Wendy Darling. Angela Aguilar is the Shadow. And Lupita Jimenez is Tinkerbell. And then we have several others that are in the Lost Boys thematic stuff. And this is Rachel Hill doing the solo for this.
Wonderful.
This is the last movement. This is the first time we've done the whole thing tonight, so we'll see how it goes. It's really our percussion feature. Our mallets down there, we have 5 seniors that we are going to miss, and they graduate next year.
right, that was the Habersham Central Band of Blue under the direction of Ryan Dukes. Anything happening now? Or?
We have just this little tag on the end that everybody kind of scatters and goes back to very close to where they were at the very beginning. It kind of simulates the concept of Neverland doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
So we end up right where we started off, still looking for it, still trying to find it.
Very nice. Any other individuals you want to mention real quick? That's a huge part of the show.
Tristan Greer is our drum major this year. He's a junior. He's doing absolutely fabulous. We have a really, really young group. A lot of freshmen and sophomore, and they are just eating it up. And couldn't be any more proud of them.
Who choreographs the performance?
The guy that writes the music writes our drill. His name is Chris Cresswell. He's out of Florida. He's actually the band director at Jacksonville University down there in Jacksonville. All of the visual movement stuff I put together. So, me and my Dancing with the Stars stuff.
I wasn't going to bring that up. I understand you have a little trouble with a tuba player, though.
Yeah, that Harvey kid.
Yeah, I know.
Geez. Chip off the old block there, I hear.
Yeah, his dad's our studio engineer back in Cornelia. So
that's pretty impressive. But I tell you, he has done an incredible job. We had two freshmen.
Is he a freshman?
No, he's a sophomore. We had two freshmen that didn't show up this year. They were going to show up, and so we were down 2 spots in our sousaphone section. And him and actually a young lady who's a freshman, they stepped up and they have done incredibly well considering that is not their main instrument.
Cool.
So that's awesome.
Listen, anything else you want to get on the radio or Facebook here before we let you go?
I appreciate you doing all the stuff you do for us. Raider Nation is strong as ever. Team is getting it tonight. Proud of them. And, just thank you for doing what you do. Appreciate it.
Go Raiders and
Amen,
go Dogs.
Yeah, I know my daughter's a junior in the Redcoats. And,
wow.
So they're not traveling tomorrow. She's actually here watching us. So
they're not going to Columbia.
They do not go to Columbia.
Hey, great job.
They're going to need them tomorrow, though. It could be a little scary.
That could be. Hey, great job with the band.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for your time.
Anytime.
Ryan Dukes with the Habersham Central Band of Blue. Thank you so much for listening to us here on WCON and on Facebook Live. And let's take another break. When we come back, we'll have the stats brought to you by Michael Mixon coming up in a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. There's the kickoff by Dover to the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and stops looking for blocks. Reverse the field. That's Wells across midfield down to about the 44, 43-yard line. Nice return that time by Wells. And got to the 41-yard line.
Well, Wells is going to remind you how good of a runner he is and that athletic ability he has. We didn't tackle very well, and he got it all the way up to the Habersham 41-yard line, and poor old Makovic's going to come off after helping make that tackle with that shoulder bothering him again. He's battled that thing for a year. Lindsey Dillbeck knows exactly what to do.
Justin Standards was also there along with Makovic. So Franklin County's got great field position here after the fine kickoff return by Wells. First attempt from the 41-yard line to give the ball back off to Wells. And there he goes. He'll score. Nice tackle from behind the last second by Donnie Curry. Got him down around the 7-yard line. So Donnie Curry saved a touchdown there.
He did. Well,
wow, I thought he was going to go in easy.
Yeah, good play by Donnie to be able to catch up to him and just get enough of him to bring him down. And Habersham got to come out with a little bit more intensity than what we've seen there on that kickoff return and that first play.
That was a 34-yard run for Tylen Wells. Just underway here in the second half. Hazelton's your quarterback. Swift is your fullback. 2 slots. Gonna give it off to Wells. Wells gonna try to go right, being chased, and we're gonna get him. Nice open field tackle by Cooper Woodruff.
They really strung that one out. And he couldn't cut back, couldn't get to the corner, and they'll lose a couple of yards on that play. maybe 3 as it backs up to the 9-yard line. Be 2nd and goal from the 9.
2nd down. Second down and goal. Line of scrimmage is the 9-yard line. Lost 2 yards on that last run. Hazelton under center. Same 3 backs in the ball game. Little play action, misdirection. Going to want to throw, and we're going to sack him for a loss. How about that by Tanner Wade? And the ball is loose.
They'll call him down, though, David.
Okay.
Tanner Wade with the sack. Slung him to the ground. The ball came out. Huge play there. Just tried to run a little bootleg action on us that time, catching us asleep. But with only 2 guys in the route, we had them both covered up.
But it looks like they had a little mix-up in the backfield, too.
Yeah, they did have a little bit of mix-up, and that slowed them down a little bit. Maybe gave Tanner Wade the opportunity to get off a block and get back there and make a big sack all the way back to the 16-yard line.
10:04 to go. Daniel Makovic back in there at middle linebacker. Can't miss him. He's the one with the white helmet.
Half of it's on that right side is white.
3rd down and goal from the 16-yard line. They want to throw. Going to go long to the end zone. Incomplete or catch. Touchdown. Touchdown that time for Franklin County. Tackle or catch was made by Josh Beasley. A perfect throw, Chris.
A beautiful throw. Just dropped it in there in the back corner. Man-to-man with Pickett. Just really good coverage by Josh, but all he has to do is turn his head, and he finds the ball, knocks it down, but he just ran with him, never got his head turned back around, and they make a great catch in the back of the end zone.
Martinez on for the extra point. And the kick is blocked. Kick is blocked. 21-6. It was blocked by Ethan Tomlin. Timeout. Habersham Central leads 21-6. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
With cable television production studios in Habersham and Towns counties, you're watching Windstream Cable Television Channel 4, home of local origination programming in North Georgia. From weekly church services to sports and community events, we've got you covered. Join us 24/7 for local programming at its best. Windstream Cable Television, it's what people are watching.
Welcome back to Habersham Central High School. Franklin County opened up this second half. First of all, with a good kick return by Wells all the way into Raider territory, and then they went 4 plays, 41 yards. Looked like we were going to stop them, or at least force them into a decision on 3rd and goal or 4th and goal. But their quarterback, Hazelton, with a touchdown throw over the shoulder of Josh Pickett to Josh Beasley from 16 yards out, gets them on the board. We blocked the extra point. Habersham leads 21-6.
And there's a short kick, and we call for a fair catch. Good job that time by Jackson Kalatra. Call for a fair catch, and we'll have decent field position around the 30-yard line.
Good of a runner as he is, and as much as he probably wanted to run that one was probably hard to do to make that fair catch, but I'm sure instructed to do so. And Habersham will try to get those 6 points back here as we lead 21-6, 9:41 to go here in your 3rd quarter.
Habersham back out there offensively. I think it's important here to answer, Chris.
Yeah, I think it is too. I mean, we're a little flat there in that defensive series to start the second half.
2-back set, going to run Lowry to the left side, looking for a block. He's got it. 35, Lowry, 40, 45, and to midfield, close to midfield, pushed out of bounds. C.J. Blackwell pushed him out of bounds over there. Nice run by Tracy Lowry, the senior running back.
Good.
Got pushed out of bounds close to midfield.
Yeah, good blocking. Just a little sweep out of that shotgun formation, and nice run.
17 yards was the pickup. We got Curry and Wilson out here on the right, 2 on the left, or no, check it, just 1 on the left. Pickett, 2 backs in the backfield. Going to run the option pitch over there late to Jackson Kalatra, looking for a block midfield, 45, and brought down. Jacob Davis on the tackle.
Good read by Cleotre. Made the defender think he was going to step into the inside, and when he did, it was enough to get back to the outside on the little fake move to the inside, and Habersham with a 2nd and 1.
Got 9 yards, as Chris said, makes it 2nd and 1. Lowry and Kalatra both in the backfield. Got a slot right, that's Dover. 2 wide outs, 1 on each side. Gonna stay on the ground with Kalatra. He's got the first down to the 40. Following his blocks, 40, 35, 30, and pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by Jacob Davis. Another first down.
Boy, good job by that offensive line right now, and those wideouts blocking on these sweep plays.
Arian Curry's in the ball game, and Jackson Kalatra going to get a breather. He'll be back there with Tracy Lowry. Got Wilson and Pickett on the left. By himself over here is Curry. First down and 10 after the 18-yard run by Kalatra. Going to give it to Curry. Curry's got, oh no, the quarterback pulled it, and Trey Luttrell pulled it, and he got inside the 25 to about the 23. I thought I thought Curry had it.
Curry did a good job of carrying it out. Good look that time. I thought he had it for a second or two as well, David, but late pull by Trey, and gets up about 3 there.
Tackle was made by Weaver. Second down 7. We're at the Franklin 23-yard line. We're in that shotgun. Trey Luttrell's got it. Wants to throw screen and going to be incomplete. For a minute there, I was thinking that the D-back, the corner, was coming up and maybe take that for a pick six way he was coming, Chris.
Well, I'll tell you, David, he was coming hard, and he saw it all the way. Well, that was number 8. He read it good. We didn't get over there and block him at all.
Beasley.
But on the flip side of that, because of that, if Donnie catches that one, he scores.
Yeah.
Easily.
Third down 7 from the 23-yard line of the Lions.
That's where that throw to Taryn running up the seam, right where that free safety comes from. Could be wide open.
Habersham looks back toward Coach Harrison.
They'll fake that screen and come right back to Taryn.
10 on the play clock. Luttrell says something to the offensive line, and Lowry goes to the other side, to the left side. There's a snap. Just going to quarterback keep it around that left side. 20, 15, the 10. That's about it. Nice run that time by the quarterback for the first down. Nothing fancy there. Just keep it around that left side for the quarterback.
This quarterback sweep, I mean, that's a good feeling to know that you can let your quarterback just tuck it and run on a quarterback sweep with everybody lead blocking for him. And it's just like a big, strong running back carrying it for you.
Tackle was made by Jacob Davis. Got 13 yards, first and goal, right at the 10-yard line. So first and goal from the 10. Luttrell's got the Lowry to his right. Got Westbrook in motion. Play action, going to get out there to Westbrook. Oh, he's going to fall down. Caught it as a lateral. It'll go down as a rush since it was a lateral.
Well, that looked good until we threw it behind him.
Yeah.
He'd have been better off. Well, really, that had chased it down because it was thrown behind him, and so it was a catch and a loss of a bunch there. It's all the way back to the 16-yard line. What number is that big guy moved in there at the nose guard for Franklin County?
Going up against Wade. We're going to run the ball. Lowry looking for a block. 15, 10. Slung out of bounds around the 8-yard line. Going to be third down. Tackle was made by the linebacker, Bryce Carey.
Big call here.
7:13 to go here in the third quarter. Habersham up 2 scores. Third down, Chris, where we are. We're on the 11.
Yeah, things get tighter here in the red zone in the passing game.
Got trips left, split right. Look back toward the bench. Curry's over here by himself on the right.
Got help over the top, though, with that free safety, so it's kind of double coverage on him.
We want to throw, gun it toward the end zone. Westbrook's got it at the 2, and that's it. Westbrook caught it at the 2 and had 2 guys collapse on him pretty quick. That was Blackwell and Davis, and he just couldn't really make a move to get away.
No, but it was enough to make this call a little bit easier, 4th and goal from the 2. They were giving him a big cushion, and we just took advantage of it, hoping maybe he could catch it and make enough of a move to get in the end zone.
How about a run-pass option to this wide side on the right, Chris, for Trey Luttrell?
Yeah, I kind of like it. We got the one back set in there, though, but we got 2 tights, David, so it's one-on-one out here with Donnie.
And whistles are blown.
Timeout, Habersham.
Timeout, 6:30 to go, 21-6. Habersham Central leads, trying to get more here on 4th and goal. Commercial break, we'll be right back.
Back here at Raider Stadium, 4th and 2. Eversham trying to score. Mark Osborne, what's the play call, you think?
I couldn't hear it. I was trying to get up there, and he called it real quick. I don't think he wanted me to hear. But they still got the heavy set in there, so it looks like, you think you'd go inside with this, but you never know. Quarterback draws a play right here, too. We'll see how the Franklin County lines up, but he's still got the heavy set in there, so you think it'd be something inside.
All right, 4th down and goal. Jackson Colatra's your running back. Trey Luttrell gives it to Jackson, and Jackson's going to go in easy, almost untouched. Jackson Colatra for Habersham Central scores with 6:26 to go here in this third quarter easily, Chris Black.
Yeah, just give it up to that line up front because he went in untouched, Mark, and you mentioned earlier about that line's really controlling the line of scrimmage. Pretty evident there.
Yeah, they just blocked down. They washed that whole defensive line down. We kicked out on the end with the back, and it was a pretty easy touchdown for Jackson there.
Extra point is up, and it is good.
So Habersham answers the Franklin County score as they started the second half with their first scoring drive. We come right back with a nice 10-play 70-yard drive, 3 minutes, 15 seconds time of possession. Jackson Cloatre from the 2 on 4th and goal. Habersham leads here 28-6 at Raider Stadium. 6:26 to go here in your third quarter. Go back down on the field to Mark Osborne.
I just want to comment that Franklin County made a liar out of me. I said at the halftime break I didn't think they could throw it a lick, and they proved me wrong. That was a pretty strike in the corner. I said Wells was a threat, and he showed he was, and then they showed they can throw it too. So we can't go to sleep, although Josh had good coverage on him. Franklin County showed they can throw it a little bit, so we have to be aware of that now also.
And the thing you do here is you can't let them get another good kickoff return. You want to force this team to have to go 70 and 80 yards to score, and that's just going to eat up a bunch of time, and that's something that's not in their favor right now.
All right, Sutton Dover going to kick it off. 28-6, Habersham leads. There's a kick, a nice line drive, and out of bounds. That's all right, I guess. They'll have it at the 35-yard line, but a strong kick by Dover. Just
real strong. If that thing's not angled quite so far to the left, it's going to get into the end zone.
Yeah.
Went out of bounds right there at the pylon. But they'll start at the 35, so pretty good field position.
6:26 in your third quarter. Habersham leads 28-6. Habersham's in the navy. Franklin County, they're in the white. By the way, we hadn't talked about this. In fact, actually, we hadn't. Usually during a ball game, we have a lot of time to talk about anything else because we don't have a big lead. But how about the Braves?
Well, they've been fun. I've watched
a
bunch of Braves games this year. They're legit.
Yeah, they are.
The bullpen scares you a little bit, but, they're fun to watch. It's a lot better than last year when I didn't even know who they were.
Run a quarterback, Kale Swift up the gut, and the pile just kind of falls forward, and he got a late flag in there. Tackle was made by Bauer and Wade on Swift. Got a flag thrown right in the middle of the pile, so that's probably going to be a hold or a personal foul or something. Personal foul face mask on Habersham, so that's going to give them 15 more yards, Chris.
Yeah, big one. Now all of a sudden they're back in Raider territory to 45. We can't help them out. That's frustrating right there. Coach Luttrell not happy about that. Especially in a pile like that. No need for it to be a 15-yard variety. That means somebody grabbed on and didn't let go. You could understand maybe the 5-yard penalty for a face mask because they're in just a big pile that time, but we get the 15-yarder out of that one.
1st and 10 after the run and the penalty. Total play was 10 or 20 yards down to the Raider 45-yard line. And they give it to Wells around the right side, cuts back inside, and I'm not sure who grabbed him and wrapped him up. It was Wells on the carry. That was Bauer and Wade. 2nd down and 6. Right at the 41-yard line. They'll work from the right hash, moving right to left. Wide side is to the left for them.
Wells carried it 13 times here tonight for 60 yards. By far their leading carrier.
2nd down and 6 from the 41-yard line. And a man in motion, but they give it the fullback Swift, and he got a couple of more yards. Swift on the carry. Tackle was made by Jess Wilbanks and Daniel Makovic. Curry's in the ball game. Pickett goes out. Third down, 3rd and 3 from Habersham's 38-yard line. Franklin's only got 6 first downs here in the ball game. Trying to get number 7 right here. I'm almost certain they'll go for it if they don't make it on 3rd down. At least I think they would. 3rd down. Hazelden takes it, gives it to Wells. He cuts back inside for the 1st down, and this time he will score. 10-5 touchdown, Tylan Wells. We just broke through that line of scrimmage and nobody was back there.
Yeah, just that little inside toss sweep, and he just cut back immediately as soon as he got it and shot a gap where nobody was at home, and they score back-to-back drives here.
And Martinez on for the extra point. Clock is stopped with 4:25 to go. And there's a snap, hold, kick, up, and good. Timeout on the field. Habersham leads at 28-13. 4:25 to go into quarter. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Chris Black with you back here at Raiders Stadium. 28-13 is your score now. Habersham with the lead, but Franklin County, with the aid of a personal foul 15-yard penalty, went on a 4-play 65-yard drive. This time Tylan Wells caps it off on a nice long run, gets his first score of the game. That's 14 carries, 98 yards for Wells now, and it's 28-13.
Give Franklin County some credit.
Yeah, they're not going to quit. They're not going to go away. And Wells is hurting us with that same play each time, just a little inside handoff.
And another fair catch there for Jackson Kalatra.
Marcus, almost as if we're kind of overrunning that play. He gets a little inside handoff like it's going to be a sweep, but then he cuts it back up the middle.
Yeah, he had good vision on that play. There was just, a small crease. I had a good angle on it, and there was just a very small crease. Give him credit. He saw it, and he stuck his foot in the ground and hit it quick, and we had nobody in the middle there to counter that. So good vision by Wells and good quickness to see that crease, and he hit it quick, and there was nobody left. So we got to be aware of that and make sure we got cutback lanes covered because he's looking for that cutback lane.
1st and 10. Trey Luttrell in a shotgun, gives it to his running back, Jackson Kalatra, turns the corner, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43-yard line, maybe the 44 where they'll down him.
And we're beginning to pick up big chunks of yardage in our running game. We're blocking the edge very well, still in the defensive end, getting good blocks by our wideouts, and the toss sweeps are very effective right now.
C.J. Blackwell on the tackle. 1st down and 10 after the 16-yard run by Jackson Kalatra. Habersham's got Donnie Curry out here on the right. Got 3 on the left, the short side of the field. We're down to 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Habersham leads 28-13. Got Jackson Kalatra in motion. And quarterback's going to keep it. Got away from one. The midfield, runs over somebody to about the 49-yard line. Nice run that time by our quarterback, Trey Luttrell. Tackle was made by Trey Horton.
He got the best of that run at the end, too. And you could tell he got up, and he likes that kind of contact. It's a little bit scary, but he doesn't care. I mean, he's just going to run over somebody instead of around them.
Got 7 yards, 2nd and 3. Want to throw, looking over the middle. Got a man incomplete, intended for Luke Wilson. In and out of his hands. Now we got a block below the waist on Habersham. So it's going to be marked off against the Raiders.
Somebody with a chop block trying to protect Trey.
It's a 15-yarder.
Boy, costly.
Now we're back to our own 34-yard line. 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Still second down.
Second about at least 20 it looks like from here. Maybe 23 or 4.
We'll just say second and long.
Yeah.
Luttrell has it. Gives it to his running back, Kalatra. 35-40, run out of bounds. Tackle was made by the linebacker, Simon Berger. It's going to be third down. Clock is stopped as he went out of bounds, 3:19. 28-13, Habersham leads.
Let's see here with that ball on that left hash, and Donnie split out wide right. See what kind of matchup we get over here. Free safety's going to come over, but he's also got to help on that slot receiver. We got trips on the right. I like Donnie Curry over here. It's good at being a man-to-man on somebody.
Third down, 13. Going to go the other way down the field, looking for Pickett. Pickett has it, or does he? Yes, he does. A great acrobatic catch by Joshua Pickett.
Man, and Trey wasted no time. As soon as he got the snap, I mean, it was man-to-man over there. They were just going to let Pickett make a play. Trey just threw it immediately toward Pickett, and he made a great catch, staying in bounds, and Habersham's at the 23-yard line.
36-yard pass play, Chris.
Nice catch. Pickett's an athlete, no doubt about it.
First and 10 for the Raiders down to the Franklin 23-yard line. They wind the clock. Luttrell hands it off to his running back, Lowry. Lowry retreats. Now got a flag. Going to be a hold, I guess. And he got to about the 20, but it's going to be a hold and back us up 10 more yards. Yeah, hold.
Coach Harrison not happy with that call.
Well, we're doing good, but take 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
It was a wide out. Ranville was just trying to block there, and it was a quick whistle and flag. I mean, quick flag there. You could see him let go as he saw Lowry trying to bounce to the outside, but got called on the hold. 28-13, Habersham with the lead, though. 3:03 to go in your third here.
It'll be second down. Second and 20. No, I'm sorry, first and 20. First down and 20. 15 on the play clock. Luttrell in the shotgun. Lowry's to his right. On the throw to the near side. Caught by Donnie Curry. Got a block. 30, 25. Spun around out of bounds. Is that Wilson that made the block?
Yeah, Wilson. It's nice when you can put a kid that's physical, can play both sides of the ball for you like Wilson, and put him out there at wide out. He can catch it, but he can also mix it up and give you some good blocks. That time he sprung Donnie for a quick screen there and picked up 8 yards.
Perry Johnson on the tackle for the Lions. Second and 12, 8 yards on the pass play. Trey Luttrell's got Lowry to his right. Trips left. Curry's by himself over here on the near side. Going to give it to Lowry around that left side, trying to turn the corner. Oh, almost got away. Got down to about the 21. Tackle was made by the linebacker, Chase McGarity. Boy, if he gets away from McGarity, it's a touchdown maybe.
Yeah, boy, those free safeties are on the run. They're really coming up the field in a hurry. You really give a hard fake play action, you might get them to step up a step or two and open up the middle of that field.
Got a fresh back in there, Jackson Kalatra, as Lowry comes out after a couple of carries in a row. His last carry was only for 2 yards. Third down and 10 from the Franklin 23-yard line. Trey's got it, looking over the middle, going to go over the middle to the end zone. Incomplete. Threw into coverage. Intended for Taryn Westbrook.
He had to know he had free safety help there, and he really forced that one into Taryn. It wasn't going to be open. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted.
Fourth and 10, Chris.
Yeah, forced that one. They were giving Luke Wilson an 8-yard out all day long, about a 12-yard cushion over here on him, but we wanted to go for the home run ball.
Fourth down and 10. Jackson Kalatra is your running back. We got trips right, Pickett's over there on the left.
Big cushion over there for Pickett as well.
And we're going to run it. Trey Luttrell going to throw it to last second to the end zone and incomplete. Intended for Luke Wilson. I thought he was going to run it, but he decided to throw it on as he came towards the sideline and threw it into coverage again and fell incomplete. Intended for Luke Wilson.
Yeah, he threw that one into double coverage again, but it's 4th and 10. You weren't going to pick it up running, so he was just going to maybe let Wilson try to make a play, and if it's intercepted, not such a big deal. But Habersham will turn it over on downs. Really would like to see them score there and answer that last scoring drive by Franklin. But let's see if we can't play better defense here on our third series. Coach Luttrell really encouraging them over there from the sidelines.
They're led to the line by Blake Wright, the center. Got a split right. Hazelden going to hand it off to Wales around that right side, and the pile is moving, and they're falling forward for almost 10 yards.
Wales is not that big a kid. Somebody's got to tackle him lower and bring him down. No sense in that turning into a 10-yard gain as we stacked the line of scrimmage pretty good after about a 2-yard gain, and it ended up being a first down.
Wade and Woodruff made the tackle. 1st and 10. So they give him 11 yards. Half of that was with about 3 or 4 blue jerseys on his back.
Yeah.
Powell just kept moving. 1:19 to go in the third quarter. Hazelden takes it, gives to his fullback. He's loose for about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. Kel Swift close to a first down for Franklin County. Luke Wilson and Trey Luttrell on the tackle. I'm going to call him short. Be 2nd down and 1, got 9.
You can't give this team any hope or any life. And right now that's what we're doing. All of a sudden they're not doing a thing differently than they did in the first half, but I think they're executing it better and getting after us better, and we've got to pick up the intensity here on defense.
40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wales is a slot left. They want to throw. Going to lob it up there. Incomplete, out of bounds. Pickett was stride for stride with the intended receiver of Josh Beasley. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. The clock is stopped with 31 seconds.
Well, I thought they'd get Pickett looking inside, maybe thinking run and go play action and try to beat him. But good coverage there by Josh. Could bring up 3rd and 1. Huge play here. This Raider defense. It came with a blitz there on that last play.
Hazelden under center. Takes it, gives it off to Wells. He cuts back inside. He'll have the first down as he got to the 45, maybe across to the 46, but I think they put him out on the 45, but it's still enough for a first down. Makovic gets credit for the tackle.
You got to recognize now that little inside toss they're running. It's going to pretty much be an immediate cutback, I think, for Wells.
20 seconds to go. Play clock and the game clock about the same.
Yeah, he'll have to snap it, I think.
Yeah. 1st and 10. We're showing blitz. Makovic's coming. They give it to Wells. He's got it to about midfield, and that's all. Wells on the carry to midfield. And there's the horn. Tackle was made by Josh Pickett. Timeout, end of 3. Habersham leads 28-13. Don't go anywhere. We got the fourth quarter coming up. We'll be right back. Welcome back here at Raider Stadium. Let's see if this defense can
come back and play like they did in the first half as we lead 28-13.
Second down and 5. They give it to Cale Swift, and Michael Martin got him from behind. Third down, Chris. We got 3rd and 4.
Well, they're going to come up with a stop. We haven't stopped them their first 2 offensive possessions here in the half. And they put 13 points on the board. We lead 28-13, 3rd and 4 at the 48 of Habersham.
We're in the 4th quarter. Just underway in the 4th. Franklin faced with a 3rd and 4 from Habersham's 48. Habersham showing blitz. Makovic coming right up the middle. They give it to Swift. He'll have the first down, and he's got the 40, 35, still on his feet to the 30, 25, 20, and finally brought down around the 19-yard line.
Wow. Just poor tackling right there.
Ethan Tomlin finally got him.
You could tell they had it blocked well over there. We didn't have good leverage on the outside, and you knew he was going to get enough to get to the first down, but then we just bounced off of him instead of bringing him down, and I think Franklin County team is just refusing to fold up the tent and go away as they're going to try to score here again in their 3rd possession of the second half.
That was a 29-yard run, Chris, down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Hazelton pitches it off to Wells. He cuts it back inside, nothing. Just ran into a pile, really.
Yeah, we clogged the middle for sure there. Nowhere for him to go, even on a cutback.
Kabuchi and Tomlin were there. Wade tried to get him from behind and pull him back. Got 2 yards, 2nd down, 8. 10-20 to go in the ball game, 28-13. Second down, 8. They're up to the line, led by their center, Wright. This will be the 9th play of the drive. Hazelton puts a man in motion. They hand it to him, Swift, around that left side, and he's loose to inside the 10 to about the 8. That was the trail that knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah, going to be enough for a first down, though, I think, David.
Luttrell. Yeah. He got inside the 10, so it's definitely 1st and goal. Right at the 9-yard line, Chris.
I don't know. I don't think they've made any blocking adjustments. It's just the same offense, but they're getting to the edge with these jet sweeps, and we're not doing a good job of getting off the blocks, and we're not tackling very well.
And we're under 10 minutes to go now here in the ball game. Swift to be a slot on the left. Wells is on the right. You got a new fullback in there. And they give it to Wells, and Wells going to cut back inside, and not much at all. Going to be 2nd down and go. Might have got a yard to the 7. Wade and Martin on the tackle.
Much better pursuit to the ball and obviously better tackling. Bring up 2nd and goal.
I'm going to say he's on the 8. 2nd down and go from the 8. Down to 9 minutes to go. Boy, they really chew up some clock. They got this with 1:47 to go in the 3rd quarter, and we're now down to 9 minutes to go in the game. Wells is on the left. Swift is on the right slot. And they give it to Wells. He cuts it back to the outside. He could score and will. Touchdown. Tylen Wells got in for the touchdown from 8 yards out. And with 8:47 to go, guys, we got us a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, this Franklin County team has not done anything through the air and just grinded out 3 straight drives to get themselves right back in it. 28-19 your score. They'll put it on the tee and try to make it 28-20.
And Martinez sticks it up, and it's good. Timeout on the field, 8:47 to go. Timeout. Habersham leads 28-20. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
With Cable Television Production Studios in Habersham and Towns Counties, you're watching Windstream Cable Television Channel 4, home of local origination programming in North Georgia. From weekly church services to sports and community events, we've got you covered. Join us 24/7 for local programming at its best. Windstream Cable Television, it's what people are watching.
Well, back here at Raiders Stadium, if the guys Mark and the Navy jerseys and the orange hats came out and thought they would just put an end to this game early in the first half, think again.
Yeah, we just kind of the opposite. You know, we had to come from behind last week, and this week we're trying to protect the lead, and look like we don't know what to do with that. So we need to figure it out in a hurry, because you're right, we have a ball game now.
A little push punt, and Tracy Lowry he catches it and then tries to return it. He just went back like a center fielder, caught it, and then went forward for a couple of yards. He got it around the 35 or so and got back to about the 36 or so.
Good play by Tracy, and it seems they just do not want to kick it deep to Lowry or Puckett. Only they feel good about their coverage in doing so, and they've settled for just a short kick. Maybe we'll mishandle it and give them a chance at a turnover. But Habersham, hey, let's just put it on this offensive shoulder. They're going to have to carry us here, it looks like, as we're only up 28-20. For some reason, our defense has just not shown up here in the third quarter.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. They're at their own 38-yard line. Two-back set. Luttrell's going to give it off to Lowry. Got a block. 40, 45, midfield, and spins around to the 40 of Franklin County to the 39 and brought down. Good run that time by Tracy Lowry. Finally brought down by the linebacker, Perry Johnson.
Yeah,
needed that one, Chris.
Yeah, we did. Good blocking out here. I guess that was maybe Pickett over here at the wideout position with a good block. And Lowry ran off that block, picked up a nice gain, 9 carries for 180 yards, or for 80 yards for him.
That was a 22-yard pickup, Chris. Trey Luttrell hands it off to Jackson Colatra. Going to go right side. He's got a little hole. He's got about 10 yards. He got close to the 30. Tackle was made by Weaver. Cayman Weaver. 8:12 to go, 28-20.
Well, you've got to finish this one off with points. We've gotten in the red zone.
Habersham led 21-0 at the half.
Yeah.
2nd down and 2 from the 32-yard line of Franklin. Luttrell has it, gives it to his running back, and Jackson Colatra got hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Chase McGarity. Gosh. One of the few negative rushing plays we've had today.
That really is. Bring up 3rd and 7 now. Here we go. Get a little something moving, and then you have a negative play. You just don't want to turn it back over to this offense for Franklin County. Sounds crazy to say, but they're just running the football. Well, we haven't stopped them here in the second half.
Are you surprised they hadn't gone for 2 yet?
Kind of was there. I thought they might.
3rd down and 7. We're at the Franklin 37-yard line. Luttrell's got it. Play action. Wants to throw. Looking. Going to go for Curry. Got it at the 25, rather, to the 20. And pushed out of bounds over there on the far side around the 20-yard line.
I thought for sure they would go there because it was a big cushion man-to-man. You needed to pick up a 1st down, just run a 10, 12-yard comebacker, and that's exactly what they did. And we'll move the chains.
Blackwell ran him out of bounds at the 20, so a 1st and 10. That was a 17-yard pickup. Needed 7, got 10 more than we needed. 1st and 10. Got a 2-back set with Lowry and Colatra. And we give it off to Lowry. And can't get by the first guy. Got him and tripped him up. Got maybe a half a yard. That'll be it. Perry Johnson got him. Also, Chandler Ford was there. Sutton Dover comes out. In comes Luke Wilson.
Well, we got 3 wideouts in the game right now.
Yeah, we got Pickett and Wilson over here on the left. Curry's over there on the right. He's double covered. 2 running backs. Going to give it off to, nope, going to pull it, and Luttrell at the 20, 15, 10, at the 9-yard line. Got a first down, though, for the quarterback on the carry, Trey Luttrell. Tackle made by Jacob Davis.
Boy, if he's thinking pitch, because nobody took out Lowry out of the play. I know he was thinking run, but if he realized he could still pitch that one at about the 14-yard line, Lowry would have gone into the end zone untouched because they did not pick up the pitch man that time at all.
And a timeout, official time, so hold everything. What's this equipment problem? Okay, we're ready now. 6:13 to go. Habersham got this ball at 8:47 to go in the ball game. Clock's running again. First down and goal. Luttrell two-back set puts Lowry in motion. Going to go to the short side. Luttrell going to keep it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Trey Luttrell.
Well, nice look there. We moved Lowry in motion to the right. Maybe draw one of those linebackers that way. And just quarterback sweep that time, Mark, and went in untouched. Good blocking, good sealing on the edge over there by the wideouts.
.5:28 to go. Sutton Dover in for the extra point. Big extra point here. Snap is good. Hold down. Kick is up. A little wobbly.
Oh, wow.
And it got over, Chris.
I think it got blocked a little bit and actually hit the crossbar and bounced over. And it capped off a 7-play, 62-yard drive, 2 minutes, 49 seconds. Pretty much all on the ground. Went to Donnie Curry on a big 3rd and 7 to pick up a first down through the air, but the rest of it was on the ground with Lowry and Cloitre and Luttrell. And Mark, we stretched it back out, but well, we got really good blocking tonight on those sweeps by our tackle and also our wideouts.
I was going to brag on Josh Pickett. You got it, Chris. You got right what I was going to come to. Josh Pickett doing an excellent job out here on the corner of blocking and extending the play out. The guy's wanting to hold every time, but he's not holding. He's just blocking the guy. And you're right, our tackles are doing a good job on those ends. Ethan is doing a good job at left tackle, trying to get reaching that in and keeping him from penetrating. And then the lead back, they've gone back to that 2-back look that was successful at White County for us, and that's really been a good set for us, not only last week, but again this week. So good job on the stretch play, good job on blocking by the perimeter by our wideouts.
Well, Habersham needed that score. He just obviously didn't feel good with an 8-point lead. Now, can you force Franklin County to go long and eat up all the clock?
Line drive kick by Dover's going to go out of bounds. And they'll get it at the 35-yard line. Any scores, Chris?
Looking for some scores of interest on the old Twitter. Haven't found any yet. Appalachia 16 and nothing over Jackson County.
So Franklin County back out there offensively. Habersham leads at 35-20 now. They're going to send Josh Beasley out right. I don't know, Chris. They're going to have to go through the air here some.
You just can't keep running it with 5 minutes to go down 2 scores.
But they give it right to their fullback, and he's loose for 10, 11, 12. He's to midfield, bouncing off people across midfield into Raider territory down to about the 49-yard line. So we say they can't do it, but they do, and they get good yardage.
They can't. But I mean, they can't do it unless you're going to let them get big chunks of yards on the ground. Habersham just been stopping that play the entire first half and not stopping it at all now. That was just a dive play up the middle.
That got 16 yards. First down and 10. They're at Habersham's 49-yard line, just barely in Raider territory. Gonna hand the ball off to Wells, and he slips. Closest man to him, I guess, was Bauer. Andrew Bauer. Bauer, a 6', 231 senior. They lost a yard, back ball right at midfield, right on that stripe. Beasley comes in with the play.
Got penetration that time by somebody. Winder Barrow 17. Flowery Branch 7.
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dawson County 42, West Hall 7.
Second down 11. Habersham jumps off sides. So we jump off sides, give them 5 yards the easy way. $4:50 to go here in your game. They're taking their time in the huddle too.
They
Chris.
really are. Down 2 scores, 15 points, 4:40 to go in their ball game. Certainly not a hurry-up style offense is in place right now for Franklin.
Second down 6 at Habersham's 45-yard line. And they run the ball with Wells, and Wells kind of got tripped up by somebody and falls down just right at the line of scrimmage. That might have been Michael Martin that got him.
Martin in there with him may have tripped him up with his back foot, but bring up 3rd and 6. Obviously 4-down territory for Franklin County.
They're down to 4 minutes to go here in the game. They got the ball at 5:58 on the clock. Franklin up the line there, and White, they're moving left to right as we look at it. 2 slots, a split left. Fullback is Swift. We jump again. One of our linemen jumped in. That's going to get them closer. So 3rd and 6. We've turned it to about 3rd and 1.
They doing something differently this half. Coach Harrison almost had a hat throwing session with himself there. He took it off. Actually did throw it.
But again, Chris, it's 5:58 when they got it. We're down to 3. It'll be down to about 3:30 when they snap this ball.
I mean, they're walking up to the line of scrimmage too.
They're in no hurry. 3rd down and 1. They give it off to Wells. Wells, oh my goodness, he's loose to the 30, inside the 30. We corral him about the 27 and bring him down to 26.
It's almost like we're getting upfield too soon.
Makovic and Pickett made the stop.
And it's allowing him to find the seam.
Wells is going to have to come out of the ball game, shook up a little bit.
Yeah, 22 carries for the kid for 127 yards. Cale Swift, 15 carries for 100 yards. They're all of a sudden just racking up tons of yards on the ground against this Raider defense.
C.J. Blackwell came in to replace him. 1st and 10 after that last run by Wells for the first. Swift is your fullback. And now timeout by Habersham. Timeout, 3:13 to go. Habersham leads at 35-20. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back here to Raider Stadium, 3:13 to go. 1st and 10 from the 26. They trail 35-20. Take this moment to look over there across the way and look at those chain crew of ours. Oh, Michael Simmons, 29th year of doing this. Calvin Davis in his 22nd year. Joel Patron, one of our teammates, David, been doing it for 18 years, and Roger Blair, the rookie,
I wonder if
2 years.
I wonder if that's the same Roger Blair that played in the early 70s.
It is. Same one, sure is.
All right.
In that record book for Habersham
He is.
Central.
Still there. Punting, I think, wasn't it?
Punting.
Yeah. 1st and 10. 3:13 to go. They're at Habersham's 26-yard line. They give it off to Swift, and, man, that time he's wrapped up by Tanner Wade. He just jumped on his back as soon as he had that handoff.
Yeah. It evidently fought off a block there and got in the backfield quickly.
And now in official time, got an injury down there. Injury, timeout. Let's take a break. 3:02 to go. Habersham leads 35-20. Commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, second down 10. They toss the ball over there into the hands of Wells, Tylen Wells, and he got to about the 24-yard line. Going to bring up third down. Woodruff and Michael Martin were there for us. Third down, and Chris, I mean, to me they're playing like they're down by a touchdown.
It's really odd. I mean, I don't think there's moral victories at all. But they're not in any kind of hurry up offense at all. I mean, walking up to the line of scrimmage, if they score here, there's
Swift is a slot right. Wells is slot left. He's in motion. Swift is. They hand it to him. Swift looking for some room and going to be brought down around the 21-yard line and pushed backwards.
much better pursuit to the ball and stringing it out over there on that sweep, and good tackling.
Josh Pickett got him, and now a timeout by Franklin. Timeout, 2:01 to go. Habersham Central leads 35-20. Commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back here at Raiders Stadium. Correction, back at WCON from Trent D. Moore. Appreciate it. I read it completely wrong. That's Flowery Branch leading Winder Barrow.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure people didn't think I was crazy, even though they already know I am. I think Stevens County is losing to Rabun County. Not sure the exact score. But 35-20 here at Raiders Stadium. 2:01 to go. 4th and 6. Habersham 35, Franklin 20.
Donnie Curry trying to get the crowd on their feet. It's 4th down, Chris. 4th and 6. 4th and 6. 2:01 to go in the game. Haslam takes a snap, wants to throw, looks, going toward the end zone, and incomplete, overthrown. He had a man open, but it was overthrown, not even close to Beasley, and Habersham's got the ball back.
Blown coverage there, Mark. We dodged a bullet. That's 6 points. He was wide open, and we had 3 guys going to the post pattern, and the guy running the little corner route was wide open.
Yeah, they did a little different wrinkle that time. That time they sent out 3, and everybody went with the post. You're right. The corner and the safety bit on the post, and the slot guy just kind of hesitated a little bit, kind of floated in there, and he took off for the corner, and we had no answer for that. Just thank goodness it was an overthrow. So a little bit better job by our defense there stopping the run, but you're right. We dodged a bullet there. That should have been an easy touchdown throw and catch right there.
And that should seal it for Habersham. 1:56 to go, having the ball.
I'm sure we'll see a steady dose of either Kalatra, Lowry, or Trey Luttrell.
Yeah.
Put Jackson in motion, and Trey Luttrell just going to keep it around that right side and dive in maybe for a yard, and that's it. Tackle was made by Perry Johnson. Looks like, let's see. Got Cade Dyer in there on one of the guards. The other one is Lincoln Wright. See Pierce Vickery, and the other one's Ethan Tomlin. They all join Josh Wade, who's in the middle. 2nd down. No gain on that last play for Trey Luttrell. I imagine we'll see that again. We're down to 90 seconds to go here in the ball game. Trey taking all of his time on the play clock, play clock. Play action is going to keep it. Luttrell's got some room. He's down to about the 33-yard line.
Smart to get down on the ground, not take a hit. Enough to pick up the first down too, David.
Brandon Smith going to hustle in the ball game for Habersham. Out goes Lincoln Wright. Good to see Brandon Smith in the ball game. I think he's just a freshman. Trying to get a few guys in here late. 1:08 to go. 1:08 to go. Habersham going to move to 3-1, Chris, and Franklin drops to 1-2. Last run was 11 yards for Trey Luttrell. 1st and 10 here from the 33, and we give the ball up the middle to Jackson Kalacha, and Kalacha just driving and finally slung down around the 40-yard line. The big guy brings him down. Who was that? That was
big Alex.
DC Curry.
Yeah, and then Alex Aaron, number 78, who's checked in the ball game. He got in there and helped push him down the field a little bit. Gonna help out.
29 seconds to go. Have to snap it one more time, Chris.
One more time. Take a knee.
Going to put Luke Wilson back, way back, in case we fumble it here. And Luttrell just going to take a knee, and that'll be your ball game. Habersham winners tonight. As we count it down, 3, 2, 1. Habersham wins it by a final score of 35-20. Again, Habersham moves to 3-1, and Franklin County drops to 1-2. Let's take a commercial break. We're at the end of the game. Habersham winners tonight, 35-20. We'll be right back. Stay with us.